together is the
spinal
nerve. And then this branch
is the dorsal
ramus, ventral rami, and then these two little connections, rami communicantes, sympathetic trunk ganglia, or autonomic ganglia, or paravertebral ganglia. Okay, Brian, did you get those? You have those down? Let's check. Identify this right here. Brian, what's that?
Is there like anything online that has all that labeled?
Is there anything online? We have, if you go to our website, there's a website that has like a site that you could go to. But probably these, just take a picture and then, we could print it out and quickly label it. That's probably the fastest and easiest. Leaves you with something to study. Plus, when you get to physiology, you have it there to look at, when your physiology professor asks you to review that stuff for the lecture. So the way, first of all, Ryan, I sense also from the question that you asked, did you get the dorsal and the anterior, how you can tell the difference between which is the dorsal side, which is the ventral side? Do you remember that from class last time?
I guess I figured it out now.
Okay, remember the dorsal horns? That they extend all the way to the edge, whereas the anterior horns, see how they don't quite go to the edge? So that's the easiest, fastest way to orient yourself. So once you found these dorsal horns, dorsal horn, dorsal funiculus, dorsal root, dorsal ramus, going to the back. If this is the ventral horn, ventral funiculus, ventral root, ventral rami, and then the rami communicantes and trunk. Okay, so just try to, get those down as quick as possible. So what we're looking at now, if we look over here at our model, here's the ventral rami, right? Everybody recognizes those ventral rami? Mm-hmm. So here they are, right here. Here's the ventral rami. And so
the rami are just the little pieces that kind of hang off by themselves.
So this is them right here. So those pieces that hang off by themselves, they're just not fully showing the full nerve. Okay, they're just cutting it off at that spot. And then over here, if we look on this side, see this model is not quite an anatomical position. Mm-hmm. So we can only count the nerves, the spinal nerves, on this side. It won't be valid on this side because this guy's not in anatomical position. So here we see the brainstem, and this very first one coming right out of that foramen magnum. Right there. That's the first spinal nerve, S1. And then S2, S3, S4, S5, S6, 7, 8.
Those are C.
Oh, excuse me.
I was wondering.
We knew.
I was trying to be sure.
I was thinking spinal nerve. C1, C1, C2, all the way to C8. Sorry about that.
You know what she meant.
So these are cervical right here. But remember, the plexus is the first plexus is from C1 to C4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. See that little network right there? Mm-hmm. That is the cervical plexus. And then if you look at 5, 6, 7, 8, and T1, this next little plexus, see how it's going to the arm? Brachial plexus. None in the thoracic. Not till we come over here to the lumbar. This is the last T12 right here. And then we start L1, L2, L3, L4, L4. And that little network is it. And then L4, L5, S1, 2, 3, so on. That's going to be the sacral one. So on the test, I'll ask you to identify the spinal nerve, be specific, give a number. So I'll put the pin in one of these right here, and you just count, starting from the top. I'll have a dull probe, so you don't use your pencil or whatever. And you just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's C, right? And then T1, 2, and so on down the line, depending where I have the pin. And then I'll also ask you for the name of the plexuses, either the cervical, the brachial, the lumbar, or the sacral.
How will you ask that question? Just
identify this network of nerves, or identify the plexus. Yeah. Okay? All right, so I just wanted to make sure you guys had that down, okay? Any questions or anything? Are you guys